For me to use sports talk, what you expect? It ain't about who said it first. It's about who got it right. We just had a blockbuster trade right now. Blockbuster trade just went down. We had to jump on the airwaves real quick and talk about this. How you feel about this right now? So, what's your initial thought on the whole Kyrie and IT trade? Because I see both sides. Some fans leaning one way and some fans leaning the other way. How you feel about this?
I'm kind of even right now with the trade. I think it's a good trade for both sides. Only time will tell who had a better trade. It probably take 2 to 3 years, but right now I think it's a pretty much even trade.
You know what's funny is I don't know if the Celtics value Isiah Thomas in the same way that the fans value him. I say that because they didn't want to pay him this money. Like, they know the Isiah Thomas contract year is coming up. And they was like, well, okay, how about we do this? So what they did is they did create space for Tatum and Brown to fill that void and step up. But they got rid of Isiah Thomas, a guy who was like the emotional leader of that team, a guy who could create a shot for everybody on that team when they had looked down. But I remember in the playoffs, and when Isiah Thomas was there. When Isiah Thomas got hurt, Marcus Smart won that game for that team. And I don't know if that gave them any hope, like, wait, so maybe we don't need Isiah Thomas to win a game because we just won with Marcus Smart, Al Horford, and a bunch of other guys who we thought couldn't really create their shot. So I think with them going to get Hayward, I think that made the transition a little smoother. It could also be his height. Maybe they was kind of, I wouldn't say, scared off, but they're like, he's what? He's under 6 feet. So that could be another thing. They're like, man, we're not about to, put all our eggs in the basket with you because I don't feel that we can even go all the way with you. Like we've actually had this team assembled for a couple years and we can't get past the Cavs. So I feel they thought even with Isiah Thomas on this team right now and with Crowder, they still won't beat the Cavs. So why not trade and bring in a guy like Kyrie to go play with Hayward and to go play with Brown, play with Tatum, play with Al Horford, and the rest of that bench, Marcus Smart. So I think both sides won. I mean, and it really just depends on how you see it for real.
Yeah, I said it was pretty much even. As far as head-to-head matchup, we're going to see this first game of the season because they play each other first. But I think you're right about Isiah. He's a defensive liability. So I think the Celtics had that, and they didn't want to give him max money.
That is true. See, and I forgot to even say that. Yeah, the whole defensive liability thing is like when he's out there, he don't really guard too many. It's like he just guarding empty space. But you could say the same thing about Kyrie because Kyrie isn't the best defender at times, but at times we've seen Kyrie step up to the occasion, and I'll trust Kyrie on defense before I trust IT, and it's really just because of the size. Like it's very easy to back him down, and Isiah Thomas is very strong. But what you gonna do when you got a 6'6", 6'5", 6'4" point guard backing you down? So that was that. Yeah. But I'll say this, Black. The Cavs did get somebody else to guard Kevin Durant, which I feel was a big plus. We all know that you can't ask LeBron to play 40 minutes. You can't tell LeBron, like, all right, I want you to guard KD for 40 minutes, and I want you to still score, and I want you to still create for other players. That was uncalled for. And I'm pretty sure for all our listeners out there, y'all realize that LeBron had to guard Kevin Durant for a big chunk. And then when LeBron went on him, they put Richard Jefferson on him. RJ can't do nothing with Kevin Durant. So they didn't have that extra body. And that was a big problem. Whereas Golden State, you seen it, Black, they had KD, they had Clay, they had Draymond, they had Sean Livingston at times, they had Iguodala at times. That's 5 players right there. Then they'll go bring in a dude from North Carolina. What's his name? McAdoo.
Yeah, McAdoo.
Then they'll bring, so that's 6 bodies that can be thrown at LeBron where they only got 2 to throw at Kevin Durant.
But the thing with me with the Warriors is they got another body for KD, but who gonna guard Steph and Clay now? You go who LeBron gonna guard? Is he gonna go to Clay? Because you're gonna have IT on Curry or Clay, and that's a mismatch.
Yeah. So that's the other thing. I wonder how the backcourt is gonna look for the Cleveland Cavaliers, because now this is gonna get very interesting. This is gonna be because I'm like, okay, so are you gonna do IT with D Rose and of course around a 3? Or are you gonna put J.R. Smith in that lineup? Because I think J.R. comes off the bench and they go with IT, D Rose, and LeBron. But then again, I don't think D Rose is effective off ball. So now do you move IT off ball? And how does this offense look now? That's the big thing. Because we know IT can knock down that shot. IT will knock down an open shot, but I don't think you want Isiah Thomas penetrating for Derrick Rose wide open in the corner and he's bricking threes.
I would put. I don't think Derrick Rose is coming off the bench because his persona, his attitude, and I don't think he can come off the bench and be productive. I know for a fact Isiah can, because he was the 6th man of the year candidate. I'm not sure if he won, but I know he was a candidate with Sacramento. He averaged 20 that year. So he could come off the bench and he can bring some firepower, and they're gonna start Rose and JR and have IT come off the bench and have some firepower off the bench. That's how I look at that.
Now you say that, but my big thing with IT coming off the bench is he's due for a contract, and we see we see Steph just got 205. What, 205?
Yeah, 205.
Isiah Thomas is definitely going to shoot for the 200. I think somewhere in there, he wants that big contract.
I don't think so. He ain't worth it. For one, no man under 6 feet. 6 feet is too small for the NBA. So
Allen Iverson besides AI.
Yeah, but in today's game, would you pay AI $200 million?
No, because it's like $1 million. No, I'm sorry. I'm not going to say that. There's not $1 million AIs, but I can just get somebody bigger to do that. And it kind of goes back to the whole thing about height. Like, okay, well, you can do that. You're 6 feet, but I can just go find somebody 6'5" who can do the same thing. And they're not going to be a defensive liability. So, they always, teach growing up height don't mean, man. In sports, at times, height means a lot. Now, it doesn't measure your heart, because there's a lot of big guys in the NBA who don't have the heart of an Isiah Thomas, but sometimes you just need both right now. And Isiah Thomas just stuck in a position where, hey, he's 6 feet, he's like, what, 5'9", 5'10"? He ball tough, but you going to get 6'3" guard, like, how you going?
I actually think Isiah going to sign the contract with Cleveland for a lot less money. I think he'll probably finish. He ain't going to finish his career in Cleveland, but he's going to finish LeBron James' career in Cleveland. I think LeBron going to stay in Cleveland. I think IT going to sign enough years to stay with LeBron, because IT is about winning. He want to win. He want to get a ring. He want to be the smallest best big man. I seen that on one of his documentaries. He said he want to be the best little big man. Like, he want to be the best little guy. So that's what he's shooting for.
I don't see that, Black. I don't see LeBron James staying there again, because I've always said this, and man, I swear I wish I would have got this quoted somewhere. I said LeBron loses 2 years and he's gone. LeBron will only lose 2 years. So whether it be 2 years in Cleveland, whether it's 2 years in LA, no matter what. That's why LeBron is on his 1 year, is on his year-to-year thing. Because LeBron, like, guess what? I'm not about to let y'all do me how Dan Gilbert did me the first time. If y'all don't put the pieces I want around me, and if I'm losing, I'm not about to be stuck in no contract ever again. So I said 2 years and LeBron is gone. So I kind of seen this coming. Especially with them losing again. If they lose another 4-1, there's no way LeBron stays. No way.
So you think LeBron is going to LA, to the Lakers?
I'm not going to say that. I did see him there watching Lonzo Ball, of course, with a lot of other guys, but the Lakers, LeBron, I don't know.
I don't see him going
to the Lakers. Question. I would like to see him go. I would like to see him, but then again, the East is so, like, it's so weak.
The East is weak. It's weak. So why would you leave for a guaranteed finals appearance to go to the West when you're going to have to battle every round just to get there, where you were in a whole other conference where you were injury away from winning? Because let's keep it real. I hope nobody get injured, but let's keep it real. If Clay go down, Curry has had injury problems. KD has had injury problems. One of them go down, I can see LeBron actually winning a tough series against the Warriors, if God forbid injuries. But if you go that route or anything, LeBron can can win another ring. I don't see him win another ring, but it's a lot of logistics and things that could happen for him to win another ring.
I do not disagree with your statement, but my thing is, win another ring on what team? Now, with the Spurs, because this is an option now. If LeBron can go to the Spurs and they can somehow, they got Javonte Murray as their point guard, Javonte Murray. They got that boy Kawhi. So Kawhi and LeBron. And then LaMarcus Aldridge, this guy, like, I guess he really needs to, be that, he really needs to be that wingman to Kawhi Leonard because he really hasn't been. And when they gave him the keys up in Portland, they were still getting put out first round and stuff like that. Now he's in San Antonio and it's like he goes missing at times. But LaMarcus, you got another year. But back to the whole LeBron. I think if LeBron goes to the Warriors, not the Warriors, but if LeBron goes to the Spurs, now we talking. But
that's a lot of money.
It is.
I see Kawhi getting a 200+ deal. So
no. I think Kawhi already signed. Remember, Kawhi signed this like 5-year, $80 million. Or like 4 years. They had already locked him up like some years ago. Well, that don't mean it ain't gonna come back up. Wait, we gotta see this because now that you said that, I could have sworn Kawhi Leonard signed his deal already.
I haven't heard about that deal. It must have been on the old CBA.
Yeah, because he's making 17 a year. Oh, man, that's crazy. Dude making 17 a year, 6 years. Yeah, so, yeah, Black, he's in the contract until 2019-2020 season.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, I can see that working.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, that'd be a perfect fit for Pop and the boys. Him, Kawhi, like you said, LaMarcus Aldridge gotta play better, but at the end, I still don't think that's enough for a healthy Golden State Warriors roster.
I don't think nothing. I don't care if you bring back I don't think nothing in the NBA right now is because like I've said, KD really just he really tilted the scale. We know it's like okay if it was anybody besides Kevin Durant, they win. I said that if there's anybody besides Kevin Durant, probably a Kawhi Leonard. But put anybody else on there. I say if you put Paul George on there, the Cavs win. If you put Jimmy Butler on there, the Cavs win. But it's Kevin Durant, a guy that can do anything he wants on the court. And then you give him Steph Curry as well to go with it, with Clay, with Draymond. It's just like they have the perfect pieces. But now the question is this, Black. The question is this: right now with the roster going up against Golden State, who has the best chance? Is it the Cavs or is it the Celtics? Who would you say has the best chance going up against Golden State right now?
I'm going to go with the Cavs because I'm not betting against 23. I'm not betting against LeBron. What's this, 7 years straight NBA Finals? Kyrie's good and all, but we seen Kyrie without LeBron. He was in the lottery. His team was getting the number 1 overall pick. So
see now.
Gordon Hayward is good. He's good. He's a good player, but he's not a superstar player.
Now, Black, this is where, and my bad for cutting you off, but this is where I always got to defend Kyrie because y'all always say this, but for one, Kyrie didn't. Kyrie and Deion Waiters evidently didn't have the best relationship. We seen that. Then they gave Kyrie Zeller. Like, you got to look at the pieces Kyrie had now. So you got to look at and
in the Eastern Conference.
Yes. He's not LeBron James. We know that. Kyrie and LeBron got two totally different mindsets, Black. Right now, LeBron is going to 76ers and take that young team to the finals. That young team will go to the NBA finals. You put Kyrie on the 76ers, that team might only win 30-something games because it's about the effect. Kyrie's a way different player. So now Kyrie having Gordon Hayward, Horford, they create their own shot. Kyrie ain't creating shots for nobody. Kyrie is there to literally drop 40-some, 50-some points, 30-some points, and do his thing, ball out, and get that W. Kyrie is never the guy to be, all right, come on, I'm about to go out and go get 10 assists. That's not his game. Kyrie can score okay, he's not Kobe, but if it was ever Kobe in a small person's body, it'd be Kyrie. And now I actually do understand why Mike, Kobe, and Kyrie shoot the ball so much. And AI, because it's if I'm the best scorer on the court, why am I passing the ball to anybody? Why am I going to pass the ball to J.R. Smith and Lamb? Why am I going to pass the ball to Iman Shumpert? Nobody scores better than me on the court. But then again, it goes back to trusting your teammates, and I think it's a gift and a curse, Black. I think that's a gift and a curse to actually have that ability to be able to score like that, because it's sometimes we sit back and we watch these guys. We be like, man, Kyrie just did so much. He could have just passed the ball. Like, that guy was wide open. But when it goes in, it's good.
So you think Kyrie? So you think Kyrie is good enough to put them over the top against Cleveland?
Can Kyrie put them over the top? Cleveland. Oh, without an Avery Bradley now.
No, they still have Avery Bradley, don't they? No, he left. He left.
But they still got Marcus Smart, which is good. Okay, so Kyrie at the 1. At the 2, we going Avery, right? At the 3, you going Tatum. At the 4, it's either going to be Brown or somebody else, and then it's going to be Horford. I wish they would move Horford to the 4. I don't know why this guy think he's a 5. Like, he's been doing, like, no. Al Horford should be playing a 4, and the Celtics need to actually go get him. They need to go get him. Yeah, I know that's the thing. But in the West, that's how they playing. But in the East, it ain't like that. In the East, you'll get bullied with that lineup. In the West, you can get away with it. You can get away with a Jaylen Brown at a 4 or a Tatum at the 4. But you're right, they small. So it's kind of interesting, man. I'm kind of interested to see how they're going to, construct this lineup. I'm about to actually look at their lineup right now. Let's see.
And then I don't know how Kyrie. I mean, I know Isiah and Kyrie, their game's pretty similar. But you have one of the best coaches in the game. I think he is the best coach.
I'm not even going to argue.
The best youngest coach.
Okay, youngest, yeah.
Yeah, he's not better than Pop. He's the best youngest coach, but he has a lot of good system ball move. He has he brought the college game to the NBA game a little bit, which I like. And I don't know how Kyrie can flourish in that system. He's going to get his ISO plays here and there, but I mean, Gordon Hayward is a former All-Star. He was the free agent of the season, of the off season. So he was coveted. The Celtics wanted him really bad. He was the best. Mm-hmm. He was the best off season free agent. So, and Kyrie already stated he wanted to be the man. So I don't know how Gordon Hayward is going to like being the number 2 guy. It's the same principle with LeBron and Kyrie. So it's a chemistry thing. You still got the number 3 pick overall, Jason Tatum. He's coming with a chip on his shoulder. They had a good pick in Jaylen Brown. So I don't know how their chemistry is going to gel.
I don't know if he's going to come in with a chip. I think a lot of young guys, when they come into the I'm about to say NFL, but when a lot of young guys come into the NBA, I think they come in and try to soak up as much knowledge as they should, or at least they should. We know that. Like, I will hope you're not coming in acting like you're the biggest, baddest thing. But I forgot they went to go get Marcus Morris too. That's another body to throw at LeBron as well.
He might start at power forward and put Horford at the center.
Yeah, so I forgot all about that. That's a very good pickup. But I think Kyrie words were probably, kind of taken out of context. I mean, I'm pretty sure, he said, I want to be the man, but I don't know if it was actually in the sense like, I need to be the. I think maybe he was frustrated, and of course he was just saying some things, but that would be like kind of selfish for somebody.
Frustrated about what? What was he frustrated about?
About the whole LeBron wanting to trade him already and stuff like that. That's a backstabbing move.
When did LeBron say this? When did that allegation come out? I never heard that allegation of LeBron.
Okay, so what they're saying is LeBron wanted him traded for Chris Paul, and I think they're saying after.
Oh, okay.
Because they're good friends and all that stuff like that, and I think that had resurfaced and it came back up. But it's like, I've already said this on a podcast a couple times with G, and I don't think Kyrie ever seen LeBron as the type of player who was better than him. I think Kyrie is the player that's like, I'm the best player on the court. Flat out, LeBron isn't better than me. He might pass better than me, but that's it. So I don't even think the respect was even there. Like, Kyrie probably would say like, oh yeah, LeBron's the best player in the league, but that's just, that's
political.
Political. Good PR analysts. They say, hey, you're going on for an interview, and they're going to ask you these questions. So you know what to say. I mean, we know how this is. Look at Tiger Woods. He just clearly lied to us. This guy Tiger Woods just lied, Black. He said, what Tiger say? Tiger said that he reacted to, I guess, some cough medicine or some type of medicine. That's why he was sleeping in his car. Come to find out, dude had more than three drugs in his system. But it's like, I think people need to get bashed for lying. and telling those type of lies, because you shouldn't be able to do that. And then they hire these PR people to coach you up and write speeches for you and do all this stuff like that. But it's like they telling you a bold-faced lie. So, but yeah. So I don't really know. I mean, LeBron had it. Like, it spilled over, and I was actually hoping that it could be resolved, man, because I didn't want to see Kyrie and LeBron split up. I did not want to see that at all. I didn't.
I think Kyrie wanted to leave. Like I said, so I think Kyrie wanted to leave because of the whole little brother, big brother. He was tired of being in LeBron's shadow. Mm-hmm. But I don't think the Celtics were the team for him to go to actually get back to the big dance, which is the NBA Finals. I think they have a good team. They can probably make it to the Eastern Conference Finals, but actually beat LeBron in Cleveland, I don't see it. Unless they get they need another piece. I don't know what the piece is, but they need another piece. And I don't think Kyrie Irving, a lot of people think Kyrie Irving is a top 10 player. Me personally, I don't think he's a top 5 NBA point guard.
What?
Nah, I don't see him as a top 5 point guard.
Okay, name 5 that's better than him. And wait, and top 5 meaning his impact on the game, right?
Impact on the game.
Okay.
I mean,
name 5 that's better than Kyrie. Name 5 who got a better impact on the game than Kyrie Irving.
One is Steph Curry. I think that's the best point guard in the league.
Over Russ?
Yeah, he's better than Russ.
Okay, so 2 is Russ, then I'll take it. Now 3, who you gonna say, John Wall?
I'm gonna say, are we gonna put James Harden in this category because he did?
Man, come on, stop. He's no point guard for real. He can't play the position. He's no point. Of course, if you're gonna do that, then James Harden might be the number 1.
Number one is Curry. But if you don't want to use James Harden, I was thinking James Harden.
No using James Harden.
So I can't use James Harden.
No.
Okay. John Wall, he averaged a double-double. He was the only point guard to average a double-double this year. He has to be there. I think he's number 3. Number 4, you might not like it. He didn't make the playoffs, but Damian Lillard.
A lot of people. Hey, I'm not even going. Pull your teeth about that, because Dame I don't think he gets a lot of credit he deserves, and this guy can do he can do everything. Like, Dame Lillard goes out there and pours his heart out every night. So let me hear 5 right quick.
At 5, I'm going to go with Isiah Thomas. If you don't like the Isiah Thomas, Chris Paul. Chris Paul still is a formidable NBA point guard.
Now, okay, so okay, so this is my thing. This is how I'm gonna go off of it, and this is how I'm gonna judge it. I'm gonna go off killer instinct flat out. I'm gonna go off somebody that you can give that ball to, and it's 5 seconds on the clock. You say, "Go with me to game." I'm taking Kyrie over every last point guard you can name, flat out. So I think that simple fact jumps over a lot of things, because
Kyrie got more game winners than Damian Lillard.
No, probably not. But that don't mean that he ain't a better. That don't mean he can't score better when a shot clock going down. Just because he got more game winners than them, it's just probably the position he was in.
Kyrie got more game winners than Steph.
Probably not, Black. I will have to actually research it. He probably doesn't, but don't even try to get on a whole analytical thing, because you know what? Sometimes stats can be misleading. So don't even try to go over there and act like Kyrie.
If you're trying to say Kyrie can, not to cut you off, you're trying to say Kyrie has multiple moves he can use at the end of the game, as far as a pull-up jumper or standstill jumper. He can drive, spin.
It could be the middle, the end, the 3/4. Kyrie has the most moves in his arsenal, more than any player in the NBA. By far, more than any player. Kyrie is probably the best scoring player in the NBA. The best scoring. You seen his layup package? Like, what can he do? This dude will put you in a post. No, Black, you can't argue this. Black, you cannot argue this. Come on, Black, don't argue this.
That's skill set. That's not saying he's the best scorer. You have to label it what it is. He has the best skill set, you can say, because he has a variety of moves he can use, but best scorer, you can't say he's the best scorer, because you can do multiple moves doesn't mean you can do what this guy does better than him, because what he does is awesome. Like, i.e. Steph Curry. we all know Kyrie has more moves than Steph Curry, but Steph shoot the ball so great that it trumps Kyrie's multiple things he can do.
That's a gift, yeah. That's a gift. You can't take away anything from Steph shooting, but you know, we seen it. We seen it in the finals. We seen it. 2016 finals, what happened? Now 2017, Kyrie didn't have a good. What was it? Game 5 because they lost in. Yeah, they lost in 5. Kyrie didn't have the best game 5, but I realized something about Steph. Steph is the type. I'm gonna tell you this right now. Pay attention from here on out.
Okay.
Steph is the type of player that he's one of them guys that, like, I'm not gonna say piggyback, okay, because that would just be total disrespect to Steph. But
disrespectful.
Yeah, definitely. But I realized this and I was watching. I was like, okay, when the game is close, no, you don't want Steph shooting that ball. Nope, you want Kyrie. But when the game is close, I'm just gonna say I'm going to State. Who you want with the ball? Kevin Durant. You want Kevin Durant. Now, let's say Kevin Durant come down and hit 2 threes, right? Oh, go to State up by 6. What's Steph gonna do? Steph gonna come down and go on his little spree, do whatever he do. But Steph ain't gonna do that when the game 52-52. I had called LeBron out on this long time ago. I said Kobe plays the same way whether he's down by 10 or up by 10. Well, LeBron, nope, it's not like that. LeBron be up by 20. He wanna do fadeaway threes. He wanna look in the crowd. He wanna be cocky. No, when Kobe is down by 20, he still does the same thing. And I see a lot of that in Kyrie as in comparison to Kobe. And I see a lot of that a lot of what I just said about LeBron is in Steph. Well, I'm sorry. No. Not a lot of what I said about LeBron is in Steph, but the whole aspect about when a game is close,
I get it.
When a game is close, those two guys play very careful. Like, those guys play very careful when the game is close. I'll say that. Because we know for a fact, Steph and LeBron, it's really nothing in common. Or like LeBron can't pull up like Steph, and Steph can't pass the ball as good as LeBron James and have the court vision. But Steph is still a killer at the end of the day. So I know for the listener out there, somebody probably heard that. I was like, wait, what is this guy talking about? So I had to make sure I cleared it up. But basically what I was saying, Black, is when a game is close, those two guys play very careful. When the game is close for Kyrie, I'm about to go out here and dance on you, do my little finger roll with my left, do with my right, do my little hook shot, do my fadeaway. Like, I keep my whole arsenal. When the game is close for LeBron James, he doesn't do that. He goes to a safe move. He puts his shoulder there. You're not going to see LeBron really do a fadeaway 3-pointer like he'll do, or do one of them crazy trick shots like he'll do.
I can see that in LeBron 100%. Well, I don't see that in Steph. I think Steph is.
You got to pay attention. It surprised me when I seen it. It surprised, like, I knew you was going to do that.
I don't see that in Steph.
I called it out.
I honestly think Steph is the second best player in the NBA. I really do. I think he's better. I think he's better than KD, man. Like, I know KD is the obvious. He's the obvious leader of the team now, as far as in fourth quarter or go ahead buckets, or when it's time you need a bucket, go to KD. Whether it's first, second, third, or fourth quarter, I understand that, but that's in that part of leadership, because the Warriors have leaders all over the court. Because Draymond Green and I don't like Draymond Green, you know this, Tate, but he's the ultimate leader of the team.
This guy is crazy.
But Curry is the silent leader. He, like, what he did, he don't get a credit for it. He let another man come to his team that he beat in the playoffs. He let him come to this team. He let him eat on his team. He let him take more shots. He let him take the shine, and he took a step back. A lot of people can't do that. For example, Kyrie, for one, he did it for 3 years. And he don't want to do it. Like Kyrie,
like, I'm done with this. He said, "No, I'm done with this. Like, I'm done."
Yeah. And Curry is relishing in his role. He's accepting it, and that's what makes him a great leader. That's why I think he's the second best player for what he brings to the table, man. He brings a lot to the table. And I think the reason that a lot of those guys are good on that team besides KD, because KD is KD.
I agree. And that's crazy that you said that, because I don't think a lot of people realize that Steph is really revolutionary. Like this guy is really game changer, and you put it in great terms of saying like how KD might be the one who KD might be the one who gets the go ahead basket. He might be the one who scores when the team needs a bucket the most. But if you take Steph Curry off that team, Golden State doesn't win. If you take Kevin Durant off of that team, Golden State still goes to the final. I don't know if Golden State still goes to the final without Steph Curry. And I'm not trying to contradict myself, because earlier what I said was this. Remember I said if it wasn't Kevin Durant, they would lose. But that was taking in the fact that he had Steph. So let's just do it like this, right? The team that had Harrison Barnes, Steph, Bogut. Yes. Golden State
will still,
yes, with Steph. But if you just swap Steph for a Kevin Durant and put another point guard, another guard that would be equivalent to like Harrison Barnes, but like the point guard version, they don't go to the finals, because I don't know if Kevin Durant is that guy to really get you over that hump like that. Like he's a guy that's like, oh, okay, we over the hump now, finish him off. Like here. Everybody else is going to get you there, but Kevin Durant, like, okay, boom. Now, I'm about to finish out. And we know that Kevin Durant has, grade A talent. This is no knock on KD at all. Kevin Durant is the man. And a lot of people might
He's a phenomenon.
Yeah, a lot of people might say that he's the best player in the NBA. So
to be that tall, the dribble move, how he can move. I think KD always had a little bit of that take over the game mentality. He was just playing with Russ, and Russ is great himself. We all know Russ is great, but they just clashed on the court, man, and it just didn't work out. But it is what it is. It just didn't happen. But I agree with everything you said about the whole aspect of the Warriors still would be there without KD and with a level point guard of Harrison Barnes. That all makes sense. And so yeah, I can agree with that.
Yeah. But before we let our listeners go tonight, because this was great. Me and Black got in here and shared our views about Celtics, Cavs, and who do we think really benefited from? So Black.
And to add before we let the listeners go, I want to throw this out there too. It was, you said, I don't think there's no team that can beat the Warriors, but if the Rockets can make a deal somehow to keep Ariza and get Carmelo, I see that series going 7. And I still got the Warriors at 7, but the Rockets could pull an upset if they get Melo with James Harden.
Yeah, because can't nobody do nothing with James Harden. But James Harden, I don't know what happened last year against the Spurs. It was like, whoa. Yeah. I really don't know what happened right there, but anyways though, yeah. So we want everybody to support the podcast. Go ahead and follow us on SoundCloud, YouTube, iTunes, Lips, and For Me to You Sports Talk is the name of the podcast. I'm pretty sure y'all know that if y'all have listened this far to the podcast. And like I always say, it's not about who said it first. It's about who got it right. So, with that being said, From Me to You, signing out.